I was not telling them anything about loving you. I was telling them about CDC due payment.
I thought not true. I know that CDC due payment over.
No, did I? Enough finish yo. Now let me explain the whole due payment to you. That program they had on April 12th is just to tell all sedition, reaction, and sympathizers that we will start paying due for now to 2030 and all the way.
So I want to ask you, the way some all not there. How will care what you book?
Abolida, the thing is, just go straight to CDC party headquarters and you request for your book. The people will give it to you. Anytime you go there, the people will be there. Don't worry yourself. In fact, the people get a mobile money number. If you file or you know you can make it, just send it straight on their mobile money number. And as soon as you send it on the mobile money number, the people will send your receipt straight on your website, or you go pick up your receipt and your due book right to your district office. I mean, the district that you live in. You can also pay to the bank. You can go to UPA or GT Bank. When you finish paying that money, they will give you one pink paper. Then you will carry it to the party headquarters or your district office. Then the people will verify it. They will give you your original receipt and your due book. And don't forget,
two crest over there. What you were discussing with them?
Hila, I was not telling them anything about loving you. I was telling them about CDC due payment.
I thought not true. I know that CDC due payment over.
No, did I? Enough finish yo. Now let me explain the whole due payment to you. That program they had on April 12th is just to tell all sedition, reaction, and sympathizers that we will start paying due for now to 2030 and all the way.
So I want to ask you, the way some all not there. How will care what you book?
Abolida, the thing is, just go straight to CDC party headquarters and you request for your book. The people will give it to you. Anytime you go there, the people will be there.
You were discussing with them.
Hila, I was not telling them anything about loving you. I was telling them about CDC due payment.
I thought not true. I know that CDC due payment over.
No, did I? Enough finish yo. Now let me explain the whole due payment to you. That program they had on April 12th is just to tell all sedition, reaction, and sympathizers that we will start paying due for now to 2030 and all the way.
So I want to ask you, the way some all not there. How will care what you book?
Abolida, the thing is, just go straight to CDC party headquarters and you request for your book. The people will give it to you. Anytime you go there, the people will be there. Don't worry yourself. In fact, the people get a mobile money number. If you file or you know you can make it, just send it straight on their mobile money number.
Amanda, aweto. Amanda, aweto. Maipuye, Iliberia, Maipuye. Jowia.
Good evening to everybody. Good evening wherever you are. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you find yourself in Liberia and around the world. Welcome to another edition of the CDC Hour, a very fresh edition for the week. Today is Monday, August 18, 2025, and we are here with a continuation of the reconciliation messages within the Congress for Democratic Change and other issues affecting our country. In fact, the CDC Hour is a 60-minute package of activities within the Congress for Democratic Change, mostly and other issues that affect the body politics of our country. I'm your usual presenter, Ishaka Sharif. I will be right back in a jiffy after a bit of our team song. Thank you so much and welcome back to the show. We are here today. It's Monday. We are in the fresh week. Liberia. We are going through a lot of, issues in the country, the battle on the everyday life of the everyday Liberian, and that's why we are here. That's why we sit here. We spend 60 minutes bringing you all of the activities within your party and the country at large. Like we continue to say, the CDC is Liberia's biggest grassroots political movement. And so it is on the shoulders of you and the rest of the Liberian people that this party has survived over the last 21 years since its formation. And we cannot let this party waver. We cannot waver in our support to this party because you have contributed immensely. You have contributed a lot. You have put in too much for the survival of this party. And so you cannot let this party die. This party cannot die in your generation. I know seditions from all walks of life, from Cape Mount, from Bomi, Bapulu, River G, Bon County, Magibi, Montserrado, River says Nimba, Lofa, Grand Crew, Maryland, Sino. I know you cannot allow this party to go down the drain because it is your asset. It is your brainchild. You have contributed so immensely to the survival of this party, and we will continue to be here to make sure that you follow all of the messages of reconciliation in this party. The CDC is gearing up. The CDC is coming alive. The CDC is getting ready. We have been involved in different activities across the country, strategic consultations with national stakeholders, also with different stakeholders from different political institutions. We are aligning and realigning. Okay, we are aligning and realigning our friendly forces with different political institutions, also with different quality of people across the country. Even people in the government are beginning to see the truth, are beginning to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And so the government has just gone barely 2 years, and they are beginning to give up. They are beginning to come back to the opposition. They are beginning to rally around the CDC, mostly because we are Liberia's biggest political institution, the biggest political institution in the opposition. We are rallying an opposition movement. We are rallying an opposition collaboration, and we will get there. We will get there. AB has always said, we are getting there. And so a lot of different planning is being done. And so the CDC is gearing up for one of the biggest activities across the country, that is the county thank you tour of President George Weah, to go around the country to meet our people, to meet the Liberian people, and tell them thank you, appreciate them for voting for him, because in his wisdom, he has decided to give the government some space to govern, because once you win an election, in most cases, once a political party wins an election, in most cases, once the opposition is a far-sighted opposition, when the opposition are not being liberal, but they are very well-meaning opposition who mean well for the country, they will give the government some time, some space to govern, because there is a honeymoon period whenever a government comes to power. And that's what the CDC exactly gave the rescue government, the unity party government. But after 10 months, 11 months of stewardship of the country, they have failed on everything. And so this is the time the CDC has decided now. The honeymoon period is over for the government. I think we can engage them. We are engaging them. We have started engaging them in a very rigorous manner so that we can make them to understand that Liberia is for everyone. Governance has been pariah. Governance has been pariah in the last 10, 11 months of the rescue administration's governance, and so the people are suffering. The people are going through a lot. Life is very unbearable. The price of basic commodities have skyrocketed. Educational system is messy. I don't know why education. I don't know why messy educational system is always attributed to a unity party governments, because under Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and Joseph Boakai as president and vice president respectively, President Sirleaf alluded to the fact that the educational system was a mess and reconciliation was something like a mess also. And also, uh, she said corruption was a vampire, having previously declared it as public enemy number one during the outset of her administration. But at the end, she had to recognize the fact that corruption was very difficult. It took a massive negative toll on on her administration. And so President Boakai has come to power. Corruption has now refaced itself. Corruption has become, has left from a vampire from being a demon, okay, a devil. Okay, so President Boakai is failing on the war, in the war on corruption. The government is corrupt. More than 25 to 30 different government institutions are in the news. Every day is a different corruption story from different entity. So governance is very poor. The human rights record of the government is very poor. The educational system under the government is messy. The healthcare system, JFK, has become a killing trap. JFK has become a death trap. Today, people are being held hostage in JFK because they cannot pay the bills. Even if they pay bills at the JFK, they cannot be accorded the necessary requisite treatment at that hospital. And so life has become so much unbearable under the Unity Party government. So it has become a pattern under Unity Party governments, both Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and Joseph Boakai Unity Party government. This is Unity Party 2.0, right? This is the UP 2.0. Okay, the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was 1.0. This one is the UP 2.0. But everything is bleak. The prospect of growth of the Liberian people under the Unity Party government is very bleak. And so every day, different excuses. The country is not rescued. No, not at all. The country is not rescued. Government officials are rescued. They have rescued themselves. They have rescued their pockets. They have rescued their families. But the Liberian people are not rescued because rescue itself has become a scam. Rescue has become a scam to the extent that nobody wants to be associated with the rescue. Even people who voted for them, they are hiding nowadays. If you ask them, everybody says, I did not vote for rescue. And so it has become appalling because nobody wants to get associated with failure. And so the government is failing. So Liberian people, seditionists who are out there, who were disenchanted, who were disillusioned with some of the issues of the government under George Weah, this is the time, this is the perfect opportunity for you to seize the moment, to come back to the CDC. Let's build 110. Let's build. Let's try to converge the best brains under one canopy, the canopy of the CDC. Let's corral the best brains under one canopy so that we can have a better country. Yesterday, a lot of people who lambasted the CDC government, demonized the government, defamed the image of the country because they did not want to see George Weah and the CDC in power, are beginning now to realize the fact that the CDC was a better option. The CDC was the better option, though we were not perfect. Look, were we perfect in governance? No, we were not perfect. There were semblances of imperfection under the George Weah government, but on the overall, Liberia experienced some growth. Liberia experienced some transformation under the CDC government, unlike under the United Party government, where everything is being eroded. All of the major policies, whether in education, whether in healthcare, whether in infrastructure development, whether in social services, everything is being eroded under the UP government until the United Party government, the rescue government, has become a scam. So, citizens, we call upon you through this passionate plea. Let us seize the moment. Let us seize the moment to unite. Reunite with your families. Reunite with your friends. Reunite with your neighbors. Do not despise them. They are seditions. They are seditions. For whatever reason they may have gotten the solution with some of the issues in the party, it is their right to do so. So what you do is to go for them in a congenial tune, not in a harsh tune, in a congenial tune, in a very liberal way, right? Talk to them. People need to be talked to. So, seditions, we are one. This is our project. Let us revamp this thing. Let us reorganize. Let us reorganize the CDC. Let us rebrand the CDC. Let us re-strategize, because with the level of commitment we have and the level of blessings and enthusiasm George Weah has to lead Liberia, let us support him. This is not an issue. This is not anything about an individual. The CDC is a political movement founded on your blood and sweat. You have given everything. You have given everything. You have given both your moral and financial support to this party. You cannot let it die. Not in your generation. No, it cannot be. So let us be sacrosanct. Let us be very vigilant. Let us be reconciliatory. And let us overall be committed and dedicated to the ideals, principles, and cultural tradition of the CDC. The CDC has a culture. It has a tradition. It has a vision. The CDC has a vision, right? They have a mission. Let us stick to them. There are a lot of different people who want to join you. Yes, every day the doors of the CDC are being knocked by different forces from different political groupings, different quality of individuals across the country, or every day knock on the door of the CDC and wanting membership. We have opened our doors to them. We're not going to name some of those people right now because some of them are in the government. Some of them are paying dues to the party as I speak to you. Some of them are working on policies and other issues of the party. Some of them are working on strategies. They are spending their resources. They are placing resources at the disposal of the CDC. Nobody should fool you. The rescue is failing. This is the end of the rescue. They have only 6 years. They will not come to power because those people who they have hurt, who they are hurting, those people who have seen that the rescue train has derailed from its track are beginning to have a second thought because they cannot remain on the rescue train to wreck. Okay, they are finding different alternatives. They're finding options. So what's about you who are already there, who are already part of the pro-poll? A government under the CDC's second term will be pro-poll 2.0, right? Because we had the first time a pro-poll government that contributed immensely to the growth and development of this country. And so a second term for the CDC and George Weah will be pro-poll 2.0. Pro-poll 2.0. Please begin to share the video so that other people can be able to watch. This is a very interesting topic. This is a very interesting time, and we all are living it. Okay, so let's we have some notable people watching us on the live feed. Some notable people watching us on the live feed. We have Asata Miller. Okay, we have Asata and Miller. We have Juji. Okay, let me go. I cannot see it from afar, so let's go there. Let's go there. We have Juji Oneware. We have Asata Miller. We have Marcus Colley. We have here Edwin Sibo. Rebecca Sayan is watching as well from the United States. And so, as I was saying, continue to share the video so that other people can watch. The more you share the video, the more people that join the show. Jeremiah Kule is watching. My Hassanatu's son is watching. So continue to share the video, all of you that are on the live feed, because this is a promising show here today. There is something we have to talk about. President George Weah is traveling across the world, meeting leaders from across the world. Okay, soliciting support from different world leaders so that he can bring a lot of good things to Liberia. Today he touched down in a European city, and he's still on the hunt for the best for Liberia. He's not president of Liberia again, but it's like almost he's the president of the country, because the current president of the country does not have any impact. He does not have any impact. So George Weah is there lobbying on behalf of the country, lobbying on behalf of the party, lobbying on behalf of the Liberian people, so to see more good things coming to this country. I can assure you, I can confirm to you, seditians, listen to this. The planning process for the president's county thank you tour has been completed, and the county tour begins in September next month. President Weah is very much committed to that. The CDC is very committed to that. Janga Kowo, the acting chairman of this party, and members of the National Executive Committee, members of the National Youth League, the Revolutionary National Youth League. I'm sorry, whenever you are calling the Youth League, the Revolutionary National Youth League, the Indomitable National Women's League of the CDC, the National Auxiliary Network, and all of the hierarchies of the CDC are now in high gear to begin the county tour, the thank you tour, to tell our Liberian people, thank you for voting for the CDC. Thank you for voting George Weah in 2023. The honeymoon period has been done with. We are now engaging the government more positively so that we can get the best out of the government for the country. But the government is not serious. The government is not serious. The entire government is in Japan. 23 senior government officials and other junior government officials, making it over 40 officials of government, including 13 ministers proper who have left the country in Japan. They are in Japan when the president could have just delegated 5 persons to represent the country, or even 3 persons to represent the country. But he has left with a very high power delegation, wasting resources of the